The buyer competition is hot again? Stay tuned for this week's episode of Prime Property TV. Promise you, it'll be worth it. Good day, Toronto. Welcome to another episode of Prime Property TV COVID Watch. So glad you could join me here today. It seems the real estate market is switching back and forth between hot and cold, kind of like the weather. You know, first it's cold, then it's hot, then it's cold, then it's hot. The weather, I mean, anyways. Like I had to start wearing a sweater again over the weekend. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Now, for the real estate side, the market seems to have heated up quite a bit. I talked last week about how when June kind of turned around, I would say activity has picked up. And now that we're like 2 weeks into June, I think instead of using the word picked up, I'm gonna say heated up, okay? Because multiples are back for most of the listing I'm seeing, and the lease side is starting to pick up. Now, also the other thing is the buyers are also back. There seems to be more buyers than there are listings. It's totally crazy. It's really weird that went boom, switch. Now, of course, the numbers that we're looking at will be shown next week for the activity we have, but let's go over the week that just passed, okay? So we got almost 1,400 new listings in Toronto and over 400 sales for the first time since pandemic, and it's a really big jump. So that brings our weekly inventory to 3.19, you can see over here, which is very strong. It's almost like pre-COVID March strong. Now, if you have a look at the chart that I have here, you can see that the weeks of inventory have been trending downwards, and that's a really good sign for the market's picking it back up. Now, here's one little interesting snippet that I'm going to put for you here, okay? And it's a chart here that I'm going to say that's comparing week by week from last year to this year. And you can see that we've already recovered almost more than half of the sales we lost to COVID in 2019. So this means that even though we've had COVID-19 in part of the real estate market and that's affected us, we're already at more than half of the amount of transactions we got at the same time right now last year. So that's very strong. And seriously, if this keeps up, I think we're gonna be back to where we were maybe like September, October, who knows? Now, on the micro market side, we're monitoring week 15. Condos broke 200 sales, which is very impressive. And that's more than half of recovered in COVID-19, like the entire market. But you'll notice that the average price has stayed above $700,000 over here for the second time. And it's not that, say, prices have increased, it's just that since COVID, I've been telling you that the stuff that's been selling is on the lower entry level stuff. But now that the average is pulling higher, it means that the stuff that's more expensive is starting to sell, which is signs that the buyer confidence is coming back and maybe the so-called bottom is behind us. Now, towns and semis, you can see here, I'll put up for you, continue to move. Detaches, we're getting an increased amount of sales again, like the semis and town, and the inventory that's coming out is being absorbed quite quickly. Now, the reason why the average price of detached, you can see over here, is so high is because two $10 million plus homes sold. So take that with a grain of salt, but I would say detached prices are in Toronto are going up slowly, okay? Now, from a showing perspective, according to Broker Bay, here's a chart here. You can see that we're about 80% of showings where we were pre-COVID. So again, if we continue this path, again, the recovery is quite quick, much quicker than even I anticipated. Remember, showings must come before offers and sales, and the sales numbers that we'll be looking at will probably be in 2 to 3 weeks because they're lagging indicators of the showing. From listing side and the showing side, my team are actively trading, and again, multiples are back for sales and for leases, okay? So it's definitely gone heated real fast. So if you've kind of been on the sideline or you're kind of waiting and maybe you should reconsider your decision on whether you should continue waiting if you're looking for a next investment property. Now, if you are looking for a next investment property, you can contact me so that we can show you exactly how to protect yourself from COVID if you are investing or buying your next property, okay? I'll put my contacts on the screen right here for you guys. Until next time, happy real estate. Now that you're done watching this one, how about this one? Oh, you know what? This one's good too. Ooh, this one's really good. You know what? Just watch them both.